Yes.
And then they basically kind of made their own packages.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you for doing that. Because the freaking federal government cannot do this. You have to step up. You all have to step up and do better than the federal government children. I mean, that's what I'm gonna be doing over turkey break. You kids should do that too. You get to meet a lot of people by volunteering. Alright. Now, so, because this decision allowed for such a broad interpretation of federal power, basically everything became commerce, right? And so, because of that, anything could be regulated by the federal government. So if anyone was doing anything that would get money, the federal government could step in and be like, oh, we can actually influence this. We have policies for this. And the state government could not do anything to stop them from doing so because of all of these particular court cases. So the Heart of Atlanta Motel essentially killed the 10th Amendment because yes, the states did have power, but could they actually use this power? No. Were the courts helping them in using this power? No. So they had the 10th Amendment, but it wasn't doing anything. They weren't actually being able to use it. So after this, and for a very long time, the federal government's power reigned supreme over the states due to a lot of the consequences of this particular case. Now, obviously, sometimes, they were using their power for good, much like they did in this case. But in other occasions, especially because in the civil rights era, a lot of states, much like during the Reconstruction era, what did states do during the Reconstruction era to people of color? What did they enact? Yes, the black codes, right? And they used their police power against people of color. So the national government had to step in and be like, yo, you need to like freaking stop doing that. Stop it. Same thing here. People of color were fighting for their rights. They were fighting for their civil rights. And a lot of states, well, they didn't want them to have rights. So they kept going against them. They kept, you know, you've seen the videos, right? Where they like water hose the people. Have you seen the videos?
No.
You haven't seen the videos?
No, you guys see that now. Show us right
No,
now.
I'm not gonna show you people being freaking waterboarded. But
Educational purposes.
they were, sometimes were being waterboarded.
Can you see someone?
What?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's crazy.
And it's being controlled by a lot of people in Dubai.
What the hell do you like to do?
Gold.
Is it what to buy?
There's a lot of gold in Sudan. And instead of trading with them, they gave money to start the war. So they're funding the genocide so that people don't realize that they're stealing gold. Yeah. Okay, so in this case, SCOTUS is used, and these are kind of like the very popular clauses that they use to be able to give the national government more power. Supremacy and the elastic clause, and what's the other clause that they like to use a lot? Has to do with trading, money.
Commerce.
Yes, the commerce clause. These three clauses are very, very powerful. Who was right? Which I totally told him. He was right from the very freaking beginning because he was scared of these two clauses. These two clauses, he literally wrote in his paper.
Oh,
He knew what was gonna happen. turn 18 next year, right?
Yeah.
Before November?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yes? Before November of next year? Yes? Okay, good. You can go vote. Please go vote. Por favor. Don't do it for me, do it for you. This is your future. I did, I don't know why. But yeah, please go vote. Por favor. Midterm elections are even more important than presidential ones, and no one freaking goes to those. Please go vote. Well, all I told you. If you get anything from that class, get this. Go vote. What are you voting for? Midterm elections, because those are the people in Congress. And they're usually in Congress longer than the president is in power. Cause the House of Reps, pretty much they always kind of get voted on, it's name recognition. So once you voted for someone, they get getting voted into office over and over and over. And there's no term limits for them. You can get voted into office however many times you want. I mean, look at freaking Mitch McConnell, goddamn loser, like one step into the grave and he still keeps coming back. Yeah.
What does SCOTUS mean?
Supreme Court of the United States.
Why did you say it's SCOTUS?
Because I didn't wanna write the entire thing. No problem. Mhm. Yeah.
Is the United Party I should already vote?
Well, I can't really tell you who to vote for.
What do you mean?
I mean, Democrats. Mostly because there's no socialist party. Socialism is a bad word here. You can't say that word. You get shot or something. Alright, now we're gonna talk about one of the worst presidents to ever be president. This idiot, Reagan.
The
I
actor?
hate the guy.
But the guy was good.
No, he stopped, okay? I hate him more than I hate Hamilton, which is saying something, okay? Reagan, I don't care that he's dead. I actually rejoiced when he died. He sucked. He was the absolute worst, okay? And also, he was a freaking actor. I can't get over that. Oh my, not even a good one, alright? He played cowboys in movies. It was so embarrassing.
So hard.
No, it's not fired.
He's
So,
good at wanting to
his-
be president. Please.
No, he is the reason why Orange was able to become president, okay? It was him. It was him and the stupid Bushes, oh my god, Bush, oh my god. Senior, suck it. Junior can go freaking kick rocks. They're all morons, okay? Anyway, let me just relax. This is what happens whenever I talk about Reagan. It just, I don't like him.
I went to his museum once.
Well, I went to his museum a lot because my mom loves Reagan.
Oh.
She loves him, and the reason why she loves him so much is because he's the reason that my parents were able to get papers. Yeah, that's the idiot. Which, yeah, good for them, obviously, like, so, she loves him for that, but I'm like, Mom, he sucks. But she didn't hear me. She didn't hear me, and so we would go to his stupid museum every freaking year, oh my god. Every year, children, and it's far, it's not even like around the corner. It's far, yeah.
What age did you stop going?
When I got my independence.
18?
18. Stop going when I went to college. Yeah, I'm not even joking, children. I have pictures.
Does your mom still go?
No, she doesn't go anymore because I was like, Mom, I showed her, I literally did what I'm doing to you right now. I did like a really PowerPoint presentation and I forced her to sit down and listen to me. And then she's like, oh wow, I didn't know you did that. I'm like, Mom, I told you so many times. I think she needs visual representation.
Don't feel bad for the mom now.
And I feel bad for her too. Like that was like if someone told me like that Lincoln was actually like secretly racist and he sucked. I was like, not Lincoln. But yeah, I did that to her. I Reagan became president in the 1980s. The 1980s were a crazy time. Crazy time. Everyone was like sniffing cocaine. People were going crazy, right? It was insane. So Reagan, he instituted something called New Federalism. Yeah, New Federalism, I guess. And he called it something else, which is, it's like so catchy, and I hate it. It's called Devolution Revolution, which is, it just sounds like Dance Dance Revolution to me. I don't know. So just imagine Reagan dancing when you think about him, because it's Devolution Revolution, okay? And essentially what he did was he wanted to give back power to the states, which sounds great, right? Like, I've been saying how the national government has been taking over, blah, blah, blah. However, Reagan did this in the worst way possible, because of course he did. He was an idiot. And he was surrounded by sycophants and yes men, and also really evil people. I mean, this was freaking Kissinger, you know? You know who Kissinger is? He was the one who committed all these horrific atrocities in like Vietnam and Congo and all these other places. The amount of blood that Kissinger had in his hand is insane to me. And he died at the ripe old age, like 100 something. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So this person, I could even call him that. He really wanted to, you know, give power back to the states. He wanted the national government to just step away. That's why it's called devolution, right? Because it's de-escalating, it's going down. So he really wanted Congress to kind of scale back on what they did. And not really put a lot of money, time, or people on specific programs. Now, do you think these programs targeted rich people?
Yes.
Do you really think so? Do you think I would hate someone who would make the rich people pay taxes?
Maybe.
What? No. Do you not know me?
No.
No, you don't know me. So this is what he cut, right? These are a list of things that he cut. Social Security, Medicaid, food stamps, and federal education programs. So he said, we're wasting money there, guys. This is not a good idea. People should actually be poor. He didn't actually say that, obviously. But, I mean, he did say, however, because he had someone in his little cabinet who said, and I quote, you can actually look this up. He said that the proletariat, does anyone know what the proletariat is?
No.
It's a Marxist term for the poor, essentially. So he said the proletariat are getting too educated, Mr. President. You need to stop that, or else they're gonna realize what they can do. Reagan is the reason why you kids have to pay so much money for the universities. It was before Reagan that 4 years of university was approximately $200. Yeah, so good. And then he realized that the majority of the people going to university were the poor, because it was affordable. And they were like, oh, no. We cannot have the poor be educated, because that's not good. That's not good for us. Then the poor get into office, and then they start taxing the rich, and we don't want that. So slowly, they started taking away money from public schools, from child care programs, from, you know, Head Start, from Head Start, and they started to make colleges increase. And that's why now you kids are paying close to $20,000 a year to go to university. Yeah. Yes. Because he was the one who made, well, not him specifically, Kissinger, that idiot, devil. They started, you know the Civil War in El Salvador? Oh, well, there was a Civil War in El Salvador. America started it. All of the wars that have plagued Latin America have been started by the US in some way. They've assassinated someone, they've given money to the guerrilla, they've done something.
What?
So, not guerrilla, alright, guerrilla.
Oh.
Well, I think it's something around
They
it.
gave money to gorillas. And so a lot of people who were coming here to work, they needed it was like a PR stunt, essentially. So he was getting dogged on by a lot of other things, so he said, okay, fine. I'll give all these people who are working their payment, right? Get off my back. And that's what he did. So, that's why my mom, my dad never liked the dude.
Are you ready?
Alright. Now you're going to be doing, task 2 of the assignment children, which was the one that I told you not to do because you couldn't, really. So, underneath your notes, just draw a line and put task 2. If there's not enough, can you please share with your partner?
They just had, what was the name? They had,